bacon grease for my next video because I'm fresh out. And I have some bacon that's just about to be freezer burnt. I always promise to do a video. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to answer the questions that y'all always ask in regards to my bacon grease. Kelly, how do you store your bacon grease? Well, it's recommended to be stored in the refrigerator. I do not. I leave it on my countertop. This jar is missing the top, but it still works fine. I feel like I use mine often enough that it's okay to sit on the counter. That's how my mother did it. That's how my grandmother did it. But after it cools, you can add it to a mason jar. I got these little lids on Amazon and pop it in the fridge. We're gonna make homemade bacon bits. I don't like that store-bought stuff. Once it starts to thaw out, I just start pulling it apart. How long does it last? You can store it in the refrigerator for at least 6 months, or up to 6 months is what it said. Indefinitely in the freezer. So when I see people throwing bacon grease out, I'm like, what are we doing? But again, I don't do either of those. I leave it on my counter and it's never gone rancid. When you're cooking with bacon grease, you only use what you need because you don't put that bacon grease back into the bacon grease container. It's not like vegetable oil where you continue reusing it. I use bacon grease in place of olive oil, vegetable oil, and just about any other oil. If you add a little bit of bacon grease to your butter, or any oil to your butter, it won't burn as fast. You can also season your bacon grease with a jalapeno, like when you're making it right now, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it plain Jane. And let's go over a few rules about bacon grease. You cannot pour it down the sink drain. My 17-year-old daughter just learned this somehow. Yes, I have failed. Smoke point is about 325 degrees. Although my bacon grease has never gone rancid, I have heard others say that theirs has. The way you know if it's rancid is if it smells rancid. You'll be able to tell just by smelling it. There is absolutely no reason to throw your bacon grease away. For health reasons, if you don't want to use it, save it and give it to somebody else that will. My papa used to use lard outside in a big cast iron cauldron, and he would make us breakfast, and he would just drop the eggs in whole, and they would just poof up, and they were the best fried eggs. We should do that one day. Allow your grease to cool before you pour it into a jar, because the cold jar and the hot grease, sometimes it'll bust. We want to strain as much as the bacon pieces and bits that we can. That's why this piece is here. I needed to oil my cutting board anyways. Now I'm ready for the next recipe.